Hello people, in this video we want to look at how to study parasitology. So in our previous video we have covered on the textbooks of parasitology. So with the textbook of parasitology you can buy something like a question bank which will give you the important questions of parasitology, okay? Here's our video guys on the textbooks for parasitology. You have Apurva Shastri and one more is which one? Saugata Ghosh, Panicker. So along with that, you can buy a companion to know the important questions. Basically, the important questions will be like malaria, tapeworm, then hookworm very important, then filarial worm, stool concentration techniques, okay, to find these parasites, and then general features of nematodes. Nematodes classification important, then giardiasis, occult filariasis, ascaris lumbricoids, that's roundworm, right? All those are very important. Strongyloids, stercoralis. All these are important. Larva migrants, when the it enters via the skin and it makes its way, you will have some skin reaction. That is larva migrants, isn't it? Then echinococcus, cestodes, all these are important. So basically, guys, parasitology, you can have protozoa as parasites, you can have fungi as parasites, you can have some helminths that is coming under Animalia, right, as parasites. So you can have these many parasites. When it comes to protozoa, so many parasites are there. So Giardia important you saw, right? Then Trichomonas vaginalis, all these are very important. African sleeping sickness by Tacitaceae fly, Leishmaniasis important for exam. All this you should know. Then when it comes to fungi, you should know Microsporidium, Belantidium coli. These are the only two which come under fungi. Helminths, you have three groups: cestodes, trematodes, and nematodes. You should know features of each of these. So cestodes, you have many examples. Then for trematodes, you have many examples. Nematodes, you have many examples. What did we tell you? Hookworm, very important. Then tapeworm, very important. Then what else is very, very important? This okay, yeah, all these are important. Okay, Wuchereria bancrofti, all that filariasis and all are important. Okay, main things you should know. These you should definitely know. One thing, guys, like this Ankylostoma duodenale, isn't that hookworm? See, basically, whenever it is a larva, which is a filariform larva, which is affecting you, if it is larva form, then usually it will be via skin, and this will be in the soil. Okay, so you can understand this will be something like if it is a larva, it will be in soil, it will enter via the skin. Okay, and then usually it goes via a loop. Okay, it will be swallowed. It will reach your larynx, pharynx. Okay, it will reach your pharynx. Then what will happen? You will swallow it into your intestine. Okay, and from the intestine again, all this will start, the egg and all that. So here, how is it coming out? Stool. That's why stool concentration techniques and all are very important. This is some kind of a pattern that is there. Okay, so the other way of that you can get infected is via food. Like, look at this one, guys. This is Taenia solium, isn't it? Yeah, Taenia solium, pork tapeworm. Now look here, man has to get infected, right? So here the pattern will be very similar. Here no larva will come because he has to eat it. He will definitely not eat the worm, right? So he will eat something like from the egg whatever has developed, right? That kind of thing he's eating, not the larva. You should understand that. Then what will happen? This colex exvaginates and then it comes out, and then again intestine, and then again in the stool, right? Stool, feces, everything, contamination, etc. So did you understand? There is a pattern here. If it is larva, it will be via the soil to the skin of the man. Here, if it is via food, it will usually be the egg or other things. Okay. And one thing you should understand, guys, if it is this one, whatever we looked at now is Taenia. Taenia is this tapeworm. Okay. But if it is Taenia is fungi. Okay. Ringworm. That is called as ringworm, but there is no worm there. In ringworm, there is no worm. It is Taenia or fungi. But Taenia is tapeworm. So some unique things you can know about each thing. Okay, don't learn everything. Just unique things you can learn about Taenia. What is it? How will you differentiate something, right? You have to know that it will have suckers or something, right? Hooklets. So you can, small things you can learn to differentiate. And stool concentration techniques, how to detect it, what is the anatomy, morphology of it, etc. Then standard things you will write, molecular diagnosis, PCR, etc. Standard things you will write. How's it going, guys? We're just looking at the lab diagnosis will be very similar. When it comes to treatment also is very similar. You have anti-helminthic drugs, guys. Remember, mostly here, this side you will write albendazole. for cestodes. For nematodes, you will write mebendazole. Okay. Here you are writing what? Albendazole. Here you can write mebendazole standard almost you can write. And when it comes to filariasis, remember for Wuchereria bancrofti, main thing you have to remember is DEC, diethyl carbamazine. This is very important. DEC, diethyl carbamazine for filariasis. This is what you have. So you understood that you can have protozoa, fungi, and you can also have helminths. So for helminths, you will say albendazole, mebendazole, diethyl carbamazine, etc. as the drugs, right? For helminths. So protozoa, what will you give? They are calling that as anti-amoebic drugs. So in pharmacology, you have seen this also. This will usually have cyst form, trophozoite form. So main anti-amoebic drugs that you should know will be something like metronidazole, tinidazole, chloroquine, okay, dilocyanide furoate. All these are important. So metronidazole you should know. Okay. So that's all, guys. Parasite means it depends on the host for the nutrition. That's it. So it is a parasite. It will suck all the nutrition for itself. So these you have to remember parasitology. You have protozoa, fungi, and then helminths. Under helminths you have cestode, trematode, nematode. Okay. All the flukes will come in trematode. So don't wonder again where the flukes went off. Flukes are all in trematodes. Okay. So cestodes you saw tapeworm, etc. Nematodes you saw, you can see roundworm, Ascaris lumbricoids, hookworm, and all. These are all very important. That's all, guys. This is how you have to read parasitology. That's it. Enjoy. Bye bye.